The luxury SUV rolled into the small-town workshop with a sharp metallic grind, announcing trouble before the engine even stopped. The woman driving it stepped out with confidence dripping from every move. She glanced around the old garage, wrinkling her nose as if the air itself offended her. She spotted the quiet mechanic working at the back, grease on his hands, sleeves rolled, eyes focused. "You!" she called sharply. "My car is making a terrible noise. Fix it quickly." He nodded politely, wiping his hands, but she cut him off before he could speak. "And don't mess it up." He walked toward the SUV and listened carefully to the engine. Even before opening the hood, he could tell it was serious. A deep issue, hidden but dangerous. He gently informed her that the repair might take time. She instantly laughed loudly, attracting attention from everyone nearby. "Oh, please," she scoffed. "You can't fix this. It needs real professionals." Her tone dripped with arrogance. She glanced around the garage again as if the tools were ancient relics. "Just look at this place. You probably fix tractors and lawnmowers, not cars worth more than your entire shop." He didn't react. No anger, no frustration. Just calm silence. Then he asked her to let him at least inspect it properly. She folded her arms and sighed dramatically. "Fine, do whatever, but if you break something, I'll make sure everyone knows." She turned away, scrolling through her phone arrogantly. He opened the hood slowly, his trained eyes scanning the engine. The grinding noise, the faint smoke, the uneven vibration. His mind pieced everything together calmly. He reached for his tools. His hands moved with precision, confidence, and experience built over years of quietly fixing what others couldn't. The woman glanced back occasionally, smirking. "Good luck," she said, mockingly. "I took this to 2 technicians already. They said it needs a full engine replacement, costs thousands. I don't think you're capable of something even they couldn't solve." Her voice echoed through the garage, loud and dismissive. But the mechanic ignored every word. He knew what he was doing: a blocked oil passage, a misaligned tensioner, and a faulty mount. Complex, but fixable. He worked methodically, tightening, adjusting, cleaning, recalibrating. The process took time, but his expression remained steady, focused, determined. Minutes passed, then an hour. The woman grew impatient and stormed toward him. "So? Are you giving up?" she mocked, tapping her heel impatiently. "I knew it. People like you shouldn't try touching machines you can't understand." She laughed again, certain of her victory. But instead of responding, he stepped back, closed the hood, and handed her the keys. "Try it now," he said softly. She rolled her eyes but sat inside the SUV. She turned the key. The engine started instantly, smooth, clean, powerful, without a single rattle or grind. Her jaw dropped. She revved it again, perfect. She stepped out slowly, stunned, staring at him as if seeing him for the first time. This is impossible," she whispered. "They told me it needed a new engine. How did you—" Her voice broke in disbelief. He simply explained the issues, step by step, in calm, respectful words. She listened silently, her earlier arrogance melting away. "You fixed all of that? Alone?" she asked quietly. He nodded. A moment passed where she didn't know what to say. Then guilt washed over her face. "I'm sorry," she finally said, lowering her eyes. "I shouldn't have spoken to you like that. I misjudged you. Badly." The mechanic simply nodded and said it was all right. But the sincerity in her expression showed she meant every word of the apology. She looked around the workshop again, this time without judgment. She noticed the organized tools, the detailed charts, the specialized equipment she had ignored earlier. It wasn't a small-town garage. It was a workshop built by experience, not by wealth. She felt ashamed for mocking it. Then she surprised him. "Tell me your name," she said gently. He told her. She smiled faintly. "Well, you're better than the so-called professionals I paid a fortune to." She paused, thinking. "Do you have a card?" A business contact? He nodded and handed one to her. She studied it carefully. I run a logistics company, she said quietly. We use a lot of vehicles. Maybe, if you're open to it, we could use someone like you. A genuine offer. Not pity, not charity. Respect earned through skill and patience. The mechanic blinked, surprised. He never expected anything from her, especially not this. She smiled sincerely now, a complete contrast from the woman who had walked in earlier. People like you, she said softly, remind me that real talent doesn't shout. It proves itself. She drove away smoothly, the SUV running like new. The mechanic watched her leave, wiping his hands calmly before returning to his workbench. Another job done. Another person changed, not by anger, but by quiet mastery. Far down the road, she slowed her car, remembering his steady hands, his patience, his silence. You can't fix this, she had laughed, but he had proven her wrong, not with words, but with skill, and she would never forget it.